What's going on, kings and queens? Happy Monday. Welcome to the live. If you are new here, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. For those of you who have been here before, well, welcome back, family. What's going on, kinfolk? Look here, I got Allie and Gigi. They are vying for my attention over here. And Gigi says she wants some shrimp. She said, look here. She said, how dare you? How dare you over here? You don't got the little shrimp either. How dare you have the colossal shrimp and don't give me not even one? But y'all can't have my shrimp, doggone it. It ain't happening, okay? They done ate and they want my food too. I ain't doing it. But anyway, what's going on, kinfolk? Baby, we got a lot to talk about on tonight. Nesto said, I got my spot under the tree, okay? Nesto has responded. He now knows, of course, that his motion was denied. We're going to take a look at the text messages, his response. We're going to find out what Sonia Luther King had to say. All right. It's interesting because we did a poll a few days ago about what her response would be, what his response would be. And you know what? I think we was kind of on point. All right. Nesto told Sonia, you got my spot under the tree like we talked about. Oh, my goodness. Look here. Somebody needs to tell Nesto what the word unjust means, because I don't think he understands what the word unjust means. But here he go. All right. He got his little tombstone under the tree, like he told Sonia he wanted, and he looking real worried. And I would be worried too if I was Nesto. But what we're gonna do at this point is go ahead and greet the Wisdom family that are first up in the building. Let me see who we got first. Brooklyn Queen is in the building. She said Nesto. Now don't tell me you giving up now. Are you saying stick a fork in my I'm done now? That's funny. Leo Lady 251 is up in the building. Thank you so much for being here and being able to mod on the channel this evening. Good evening, Queen and Ken folk. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame is here. Said happy Monday and welcome to the Wisdom Ambassadors Family Picnic. Please like, share, subscribe, and become a member. The membership link, if you would like it, will be dropping shortly. No worries. All right. Kia is here. She's in the building. Again, thank you to Kia. Thank you to Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame for modding on this evening. They are faithful. They always here, okay? But I just want to send an extra appreciation because, they're volunteers, okay? They don't get paid to do this. Sometimes we're live for 2-3 hours at a time. So I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. Let's have a Kiki. Kia ready. She got her popcorn ready. She said, good evening, WD, fellow mods and kinfolk. I am Mrs. BB is in the building. Galatians 6-7. Thank you so much for being here to mod. She said, hello, Wisdom Starter. Just finished watching the live you did last night again, okay? Galatians, how many times do we have to take a drink? Look, my shot glass is still sitting here. Don't judge me. I ain't even cleaned it out yet. It's still sitting here. We ain't drinking tonight. I got some water, okay? If we do anything, we're going to play a water game. but we ain't going to have the Becks on deck tonight. How many times did Nesto laugh? Did anybody count? Did anybody count how many times we had to take a shot last night? Clear Ashes is in the building. What is going on? Guys, look here. Before I forget and go any further, I'm asking you guys to support the young king. That is my son. He is now playing quarterback for his football team. He's very excited. He's doing an amazing job. He hasn't even been playing football but for a few years. His dad is not a football coach. So for him to be playing quarterback is a very big deal. He switched to that position after much thought and consideration, and he is doing amazing. This child knows everything there is to know about football. So the link is pinned in the chat. I would ask that you do not send me any super chats, no cash apps or anything. Well, if you send me a cash app, I'll forward it to my son, but no memberships, no super chats, anything that you have to give. I don't care if it's 50 cents, $1, $5, 20, 50, whatever. Please click the link and support him. I am not able to support my own son's fundraiser at this time financially, but what I can do is I can reach out to those who have a heart and might be able to support and give on my behalf. So I appreciate you guys. When you click on the link, you can choose what amount you'd like to contribute, and you can even put a little message to him for encouragement if you so choose. So thank you guys in advance for those of you who choose to participate in that. I appreciate you so much. Once again, if you want to support me tonight, just subscribe to the channel, hit the like button for your girl. If you want to give a monetary gift, please give it to my son, the young king. This child is working hard and he is now leader of his football team and he would greatly appreciate it. All right, the Wisdom family is in the building. Kinfolk, listen to me 301 said, hello, everyone's cross country cruiser is here. Sammy Cake is here. Shout out to all the Wisdom ambassadors in the building. Mary Broussard is in the building. You need a solution too. Say, hey, WD and everyone. Superfly is here. Wings and mumbo sauce. King, I appreciate you. I got your gift earlier. Listen, you moved me to tears. You and there were a couple of others. And I know sometimes people don't want their names put out there, so of course I will protect that information. But to SS, to AM, I'm just doing the initials. And to the others that gave cash apps earlier today, I was not expecting that. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. May your gift return back to you tenfold. My intention was not in sharing that story was not to solicit anything per se. It was just, it's amazing to me how we take the simplest things for granted, and you realize how messed up this country is, and how people can easily be in a situation where they're at such a great disadvantage. So I appreciate you and the others as well. If you know, you know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the live that I did earlier today called Something Ain't Right. All right, Dee Phoenix is in the building. Say, hey, WD, and chat, happy Monday. Tiger Lily, what's going on, Mamacita? Where you been, queen? I missed you. Oh my God, let me tell you something. Tiger Lily is one of those people where she got that wisdom. I know I call myself Wisdom's daughter, but baby, when I need some wisdom, I'm going to Tiger Lily, okay? Lily got that wisdom, okay? She is just one of those Proverb 31 women. She reminds me of my mom. So I appreciate you. So glad to have you in the building today. Casino Lady is here, all right? Brooklyn Queen said, hey, Queen, sorry about your fingernail, but you will be fine. You are a blessed lady. Thank you so very much. Yeah, I'm not even going to show my finger at this point because it looks worse than it did earlier, but I did get the medication. I will be applying it, and sometimes it gets worse before it gets better. Just looking is in the building. What is going on? Oh my gosh, thank you so very much. Again, those of you who are contributing to my funds fundraiser, the link is at the top of the chat. When I told him I was going to do this, he was like, oh wow, because he's like, Mom, I know you won't be able to give anything. My son asked me to take money out his savings account and add it to his fundraiser, and I told him I was not going to do that because that's his savings. But that's how much of a heart he has. He said, I know you can't give, but you can just take it out of my account, Mom. So but I told him that I will reach out to the kinfolk, to the Wisdom family. So cross country cruiser Queen, you have my heart. Thank you so much. Queen Lily is up in the building. Tanya Lily, stay cutting up. She said, are you taking applications for senior citizen cheerleaders? You know what? I'll ask, okay? Because my son is one of those types of people. He'd be like, look here, I don't care how old you is. Can you cheer? Let's go. Sound check Annette is in the building because my mic sounds nice. Check one. I think it does, and y'all will let me know if it don't. Queen B is here in the building. Wagon Dragon U is here. NPR Nerd 73 said, hey y'all, what's going on, WD? What's going on, NPR? All right, and Chi-Town Southside said, hey WD in the bushes. All right, Queen. Now look here. We're going to have fun tonight. We may be few in number. There are a lot of people live tonight, but y'all know how I do. I don't care if it's 5 people up in this mug. Y'all going to get 500 people energy, okay? Y'all already know how we do it over here. What's going on, Cupcake? How you doing, Queen? All right, so listen, go ahead. Let's hit that like button. All right, I'm going to give y'all a second to get y'all snacks and stuff together while the intro plays. And then we are going to get right into these text messages, baby. Because Nesto sounded so cheerful and hopeful, but his bubble got popped. All right, y'all, let's get into these text messages. And I have a little surprise for you because I have got the text messages for the entire month of August. So August 1st to September 1st, I've got the text messages, but we're going to start on the 1st through the 4th. Okay, we're going to go up until, excuse me, y'all. I told y'all earlier, listen, I couldn't help it. I was hungry. I was busting down some shrimp. Y'all see this? Okay, the shrimp is like as big as my doggone head, and now I got heartburn. You see? But anyway, so please excuse me. You're gonna see me patting my chest every now and again. That's because it's just heartburn. But anyway, so we're gonna look at the last couple of days text messages when Nesto found out his fate. That's where we're gonna go ahead and start. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not going to make the screen any bigger than this because YouTube is straight tripping. Okay. They don't want any personal information, no addresses. They don't care if you moved, if you ain't lived there in 200 years. They're getting really strict with stuff. And so there will be times where I will have to blur stuff out on the screen. Okay. And so it's not because I want to do it, it's just because I have to. Because one of my videos got taken down. I'm not blaming anybody. I don't think I was reported at all. I think it's just something that YouTube is doing. And I still have to do a lot of work to fix that video before I can put it up. So anyway, Simple Sally is in the building. She said, I'm proud of your son. Thank you so very, very much. He is still working on his confidence, as handsome as he is. And so I always carry back your affirmations and your validations to him. And the encouragement. So I appreciate that. All right, so let's get right into it. Okay, so I know it's a little small on the screen, but trust my eyes, because unlike some people, I know how to read. All right, so we're going to start on September 1st. Okay, September 1st, it was 8:33 in the morning. Okay, Nesto starts us off. Good morning, my love. Happy new week. Love you. Oh, so we love Sonia now. Okay. He let his side chick know he loves her. All right. And about 45 minutes later, Sonia sends this message. Side effects with all medications, poison. Good morning, my love. Yeah, look. I'm going to tell y'all right now. I'm going to try to make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to try to make it a little bit bigger. Hopefully it'll be all right. But anyway, what's wrong with Sonia? What is wrong with Sonia? She said side effects with all medications, poison. Good morning, my love. And y'all want to tell me that this woman is not on something? Anyway, so Nesto responds back at 7:40 p.m. I love you. Obviously, they were talking earlier that day, okay, because there's a big gap in the communication. All right, then Nesto hits back about 8 o'clock. I just want to keep you encouraged and inform you that God with a little g has our back no matter what. Stay focused on the things you can, you stay focused on the things you can. Do not on the things you can't control. Life is going to get better. Just have to have something to fight for. I'm fighting for my freedom and you're fighting to get healthier. Is she? Because she sure could have fooled me. But anyway, because you over here fighting to get healthier. So we both fighting for our destiny. These last 4 months in this year is going to be the great test for the United States to conform with the new energy in 2026. What the hell is Nesto talking about? I'm gonna read it again. He said, I'm fighting for my freedom. You fighting to get healthier. So we both fighting for our destiny. These last 4 months in this year is going to be a great test for the United States to conform with the new energy in 2026. I don't know what kind of new energy Nesto was talking about, but so far the energy, I ain't feeling it at all. Okay. And I ain't feeling this administration at all. Anyway, almost 500,000 women of color are unemployed, and we only 9 months into the year. Oh, I ain't happy at all. But anyway, I digress. A lot of people are fighting against each other now. A lot of people are afraid of change, but the change is already here. So stay focused on your plan to execute. It's just a small, minor setback. What we are going through now, God, little g, will prevail. Hashtag justice for the unjust. Y'all look here. I'm just gonna let that sink in for a second. We're gonna come back to it. I'm gonna let that sink in for a second. Your boy said hashtag justice for the unjust. Can somebody please tell Nesto what unjust means? If you are unjust, that means you ain't right. That means you got a problem. That means you evil. Okay. That means you're a criminal, or you're criminal minded. That means you're a bad person. So Nesto basically said, can we have some justice for the unjust? In other words, can we have some justice for the bad people? Can we have some justice for the criminals? Can we have some justice for the felons? Can we have some justice? He said, justice for the unjust. Wow. If Shirley were here, she would say, wow, that's deep. And I don't know what this column means when it says flagged, but apparently they put a yellow flag on this particular comment. I don't know why. But anyway, Sonia comes back and she says, you have to stay positive and keep your chin up. More charges added regarding the truck. Sad, but okay. November, the whole truth. Love you. Okay, let's break that down for a second. She's telling Nesto to stay positive, keep your head up. Well, he sounded pretty positive to me, so she's keeping, or I should say she is preaching to the choir. She said, more charges added. More charges added regarding the truck. So she knew on September 1st that there were more charges added regarding his truck, which means she had to have known that an indictment was being handed down soon, because that's what she asked for, right? Dismiss or indict. Well, they ain't dismissing nothing, so they just going to indict. She said, sad, but okay. November, the whole truth. Meaning when his trial begins in November, officially, the whole truth. Sonia, you don't want the truth. Nesto don't want the truth to come out, because the truth is, if in my opinion, if you ask me, I'm just saying, in my opinion, if you ask me, because this is a commentary and reaction channel for entertainment purposes, for your enjoyment, okay? Statements are alleged and should not be interpreted as fact. Comments made in this video and on this channel are based on personal opinions, mostly mine, which may differ from your own personal views, and that's okay. Diversity is what makes us great. All opinions are welcome. Just please be respectful. Yours truly, WD. Yeah, that's how she let him know that he had more charges. She just kind of threw it in there real quick. Sad, but okay. November, the whole truth. Love you. Nesto replies back the next morning. Good morning. My freedom is coming no matter what. God. Okay, so he finally remembered what God he was talking to and talking about. Capital G. Willing. Good morning. My freedom is coming no matter what. God willing. Believe it, can't stop that. Okay, believe it. Can't stop that. Okay, so Nesto at this point in time on November 2nd believes that his freedom is coming no matter what, God willing. Okay, he acknowledges that if God is willing that he be free. Okay, can't stop that. That's what he thought. And then he reminded her 3 hours later that he only got $5 left on his commissary. She said, okay, sending today. Good morning, my love. Or good morning, love. Okay. He says, you just now getting up? Laugh out loud. You know why he said that? Because she sent the message, good morning, love, at 3:35 in the afternoon. 3:35 in the afternoon, this girl still asleep. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me just move comments over here so I can check on y'all while I'm doing this. So, all right. Still on 3:30, she's still in the bed. He said, you just now getting up? She said, yep, I'm lazy. We know. We know you lazy. Girl, we know. So then Nesto responds. This is about 6:30 on the 2nd. I know I've been in here a long time now. I saw on Fox 5 at 5:55 a commercial popped up advertising nip and tuck fixing surgery, scars on midsections, excess skin removal after losing so much weight, and stretch marks. You was telling me about that 2 years ago. Now they're advertising it on TV like a candy bar. What is the world coming to? Laugh out loud. They getting away from the BBL and going skinny structure. Men having liposuction as well. I can't believe they were showing all that in a commercial. and he got a yellow flag for that. Sonia jumps on board. She said, yeah, let's make men more like women is the theme. This country does not want masculine men, not black ones. This the same woman who was going to open a GAY bar. Let her tell it. Okay. She claims when she met Nesto, that's why she was in Atlanta, to open up an LGBTQ for the men bar. Okay. He says, laugh out loud 3 times. Then she responds back 2 days later. Okay. So nothing on September 3rd. Maybe they spoke on September 3rd. Maybe she never sent him that $5 like she was supposed to. Let me just check something. You know, I always got to check. Okay, so September 3rd was the 2nd, and Sonia only due-ish on Monday. So maybe she forgot. And he had to wait until he got his free call. I don't know. But nothing happened on the 3rd in terms of these text messages. But then on the 4th, at 12:43 in the afternoon, which was about 1 hour, almost to the minute after they posted the judge's decision on his motion to suppress the vehicle evidence, she just sent him a blanket text. It's there. Good morning, love. What? Oh. Nesto responds about 45 minutes later. Good day, love. Thank you. And he's got all these exclamation marks and a happy face. And then he realizes, wait a minute, hold up. What's she talking about? What's there? Any new updates? Any new updates? Show is. So she responds, denied the suppression motion. Not surprised. The judge is for the state. Do not respond. Trial time. But she doesn't stop there. She says that she misses Judge Adams. How can you dispute a claim silent? Should have allowed you to testify at the hearing. Wait a minute. Sonia Luther King, let me find out that you didn't demand, because it was her idea about the motion to suppress the vehicle evidence. I think that was her idea. It might have also been her idea, and probably was her idea, for the motion to gag the media. I know that was her. We got to get them off of YouTube, and we got to get them. Okay, somebody activated my alarm system. Ali Gigi, y'all go handle that. Thank you. They do a better job than ADT. Anyway, so yeah, it was her idea for Nesto to have his lawyer file a motion to gag the media, and that prolonged the trial by a year. And then let's set a motion in place to suppress vehicle evidence. That delayed his case and trial by a whole year. Okay. So here she goes. One-sided statement. The system is rigged and created for the state. Remember what your first attorney said after your arrest, and no bond. No, but I remember what Judge Manning said. Judge Alex Manning said, you're not getting out, sir. I have to find that clip and get the audio for it. Because when I tell you that had to have been one of the funniest things. That was one of the first preliminary hearings that he had. She told him about the tablet and that he can't be on the internet and all these other things. All right. Because Nesto thought he was bonding out. And she said, you're not getting out, sir. It was quite prophetic. Let me check on the comments and then we're going to keep going. It was quite prophetic. Lord have mercy. All right. Honey Bee is in the building. What's going on, Honey Bee? How the F Shirley put up with this fool, girl, I don't know. Okay, Retrat is here, said hello to everyone. The whole truth is in that vehicle. Credit card numbers, phones, etc. So let's get it. She keep asking for stuff and she keep getting what she wants. Why did she demand that Nesto speak on his own behalf? But the truth of the matter is, Casino Lady, what was he going to say? What was Nesto going to be able to say on his own behalf any damn way? What was he going to be able to say? I'm just curious. Galatia said, look here, she been out whoring all night. She tired. She tired. She been out whoring all night. She is tired. Just Me said, I'm trying to figure out how Sonia got out of going before the grand jury. No, let me not say that. I started to say she did not get out of it. Um, but I don't want to misspeak because she was supposed to go before the grand jury, and then if I remember correctly, I think Wooten or they told her that she didn't have to worry about it because she gave them enough information. I think that's what it was. Okay, she was supposed to go before the grand jury, and that's was part of what was going to happen if she didn't give them all the documents that they asked for. So yeah, so she came up off them documents. Okay. Deborah Person is in the building. What's going on, Queen? Honeybee said, who child? And Superfly says, Sonia been helping build Nesto's case the whole time. Your job is almost done, Sonia. Good Lord, have mercy. All right, let's keep going. Now, we polled this the other night, okay? And I polled it on my on the community wall on my channel. We wanted to get your feedback on what did you think Sonia was going to say? Who was she going to blame? I didn't think about her saying it's rigged. I don't know if that was one of the options, but it should have been. But anyway, yeah, system is rigged. It was created for the state. It couldn't be that the state presented their case and Nesto's defense attorney did the best he could, but almost doesn't count. He was close, but no cigar. Anyway, so after Nesto hears that his motion to suppress was denied, his response is, you got my spot by the tree yet? Nesto said, do you have my spot by the tree yet? Okay, Nesto, she only do stuff on Monday. You know that, but I got you. It's only a thumbnail, but I got you. There go your headstone right by the tree. Okay, and there go what's gonna be your ghost wondering how the hell you got here. Anyway, let's keep going. So he says, you got my spot by the tree yet? She says, yes. Then about an hour and a half later, I watched so many cases in this county. This is Sonia to Nesto, and I knew the judge would side with the state in December. Your team won that motion, but the judge wanted the state to find a reason and a way. They all hang together after hours. This fight for your freedom is going to be everything. The burden is on your team. Well, duh. Okay, I thought you were a paralegal. The burden was always on his team. Okay, the state didn't have to prove a damn thing. Okay, they just did it for principle. They did it on principle. Okay. She says they presume you're guilty as usual, or per usual is what she said. Do not let this defeat you. It has been a constant struggle with many of surprises. Keep focused, keep remembering everything. Spare no one. Tell it all, the whole truth. No, you giving him bad advice. You are fired. You are a terrible coach. She said, I know you're tired of nothing fair or honest in court, but this is our justice system. Wordplay. Whatever that means. Nesto was tired. He just responded back, okay, babe. When I tell you this man is defeated, this man is defeated. All he could do was reply back, okay, babe. Nesto sounded like he had a headache. Okay. How many of y'all think Nesto cried a little bit? You think he shed some tears? Or you think he got on his knees and was trying to continue negotiations with the Lord? Please, please, I'll never do it again, Lord. I'll read my Bible every day if you get me out of this one. All right. So then Nesto finally responds after he got his composure. It's almost 9:00 at night. And he says, when was the decision made? It took Nesto had a 30-minute period where he just had to think on some things. Okay. For 30 minutes, he's like, no, wait a minute. No, it can't be. Wait a minute. All right. He said, when was this decision made? Because I only have a certain time period to exercise my right to appeal the judge's decision at a higher court. Nesto, you at the superior court. I don't think there is a higher court than that. I don't think that's how that go. I mean, I'm not a lawyer. Okay. I'm not a lawyer. I don't even play one on YouTube. Okay. I'm just not a lawyer. But I mean, this case is already in the Superior Court. Okay. But anyway, Nesto wants to exercise his right to appeal the judge's decision. So I'm not giving up. I already knew the odds was against me since day one. It's a paper trail and common sense. The law is still on my side. If not, show and tell to be. You got my spot under the tree that we talked about. St. Peter ain't have his change yet, but it's coming. This man done referred to himself as St. Peter. Nesto is cracking. Okay. He is cracking faster than Donald Trump's crepey skin. Okay. He said he's not giving up. Okay. He already knew the odds was against him. He already knew. Did he know the demons that were against him? Did he know the fake friends playing in his face that's against him? I wonder if he knew that. Okay. Did he know that the fake Bible ladies and the fake Christians over there playing with God? Okay. Just messing up your case. All because they chasing a dollar. Remind me about a comment that I want to say about Sonya. Don't let me forget, y'all. Remind me about a comment because Sonya was going in the other night when we went live about the bloggers, right? All the bloggers, they just over here. Remind me about a comment I wanted to say about her and her sister wife. We got one more page. Let's get through this and then we're gonna go to the next text messages. Anyway, so Nesto basically is saying it's common sense. The law is on my side. Okay. It's the paper trail. It's that paper trail that got you caught up. Okay. Your ass got caught because you was driving around with a mountain of papers. Because they didn't care about the nasty toys. They didn't care about the liquid bag. They didn't even care about the BDSM mask, okay, with the zips. They didn't care. You know what they cared about? They cared about all them documents and all them damn cell phones that you had. That's what they cared about. That was the paper trail. That truck. You look, wait a minute. I gotta do this. Hold on one second. I gotta do this right here. Okay. Because that truck was Nesto's karma. You see what he did? Hold on a second. I gotta do this.
The jail you plan for me is the one you're gonna rot in.
Okay.
Everything you've done to me, already done to you.
Tell him, silly.
The jail you plan for me is the one you're gonna rot in.
Tell him, silly.
Everything you've done to me, already done to you.
The jail you plan for me is the one you gonna rot in. Everything you've done to me, I done already done to you. All right, that's from The Color Purple, okay, kinfolk. Because Nesto got that truck in Shirley's name. With her bad, and her credit wasn't bad. It was horrible. Okay. Had her paying for a truck unbeknownst to her. Because she was trusting her husband. Listen, you know how some men give their wives their paycheck and say, look, just give me some money to play with. Okay. I don't know if Nesto said, listen, let me manage the finances because you're not good. Your credit is bad. You're not good with money. All of this is a mess. This, that, and I'm gonna handle it for you. And Shirley was probably happy. Okay. He got this truck illegally. Okay. Forged her name on documents electronically. Okay. If it wasn't her sitting at that computer and putting it on there, it's fraud. Okay. She didn't authorize you to do that. Got this whole truck in her name so that if he chose not to pay, she would be responsible. All right. Got it registered in her name. So if anything happened, he wouldn't be responsible. And then was taking the money out of her bank account to pay for it. But you see, that same damn truck that he coveted, because that truck was his God, little G. Okay. That same truck ended up being his downfall because he driving around with the evidence in the back of the truck. Lord have mercy. All right. Let me get to the rest of these and then I'll tell you what I was going to say, the comment I was going to make about the sister wives. All right. So Sonya says, I love you. You won't need the spot. No defendant has easy. This is what she wrote. No defendant has easy unless you're used to convict or unless you're used to convict a co-defendant. Chin up, the devil is here. I'm starting to think, y'all let me know if y'all agree. I'm starting to think this lady has ADD, okay? Or ADHD, attention deficit disorder. I'm starting to think that she has attention deficit disorder. I mean, look at her face in these photos. These photos were taken just a couple seconds apart. Look at all the changes of emotions from one photo to the next. This woman has ADD. Okay. You see how her faces change from one face to the next so quick. Okay. I can't even put all the faces on the screen right now because I got too many photos up here. But anyway, she said, I love you. You won't need the spot. He wants her to find a spot for him under a tree to bury him because he knows that he's gonna die in prison. He knows. Like on the serious tip, he knows. But he's trying to stay positive. Right? No defendant has easy unless you're used to convict a co-defendant. I don't know what she's trying to say there. Okay. I'm not really sure unless you're you. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I read it wrong. Let me try one more time. No defendant has easy unless you're used, not used to, but unless you're used to convict a co-defendant. Chin up. So basically what, okay, I get it now. It took me a second, because she another one, they don't use hardly any kind of punctuation except exclamation points and periods. They don't know commas or nothing like that. All right. So she says no defendant has it easy unless you're used to convict a co-defendant. And what she's trying to say right there is basically Erica King had it easy because she was used to convict Nesto. No, she wasn't used to convict Nesto. It helped, just like all the mountain of documents you provided to the state helped, because you shouldn't have had that stuff in the beginning, because you should have stayed out of it. Should have minded your business. You see where Dre at? They ain't calling Dre. Dre minding his business. Okay. You see Dion? Dion ran his behind down there and said, wasn't me. I don't know nothing about this right here. Because I was over here trying to do young men, trying to help get young men off the street. Brother to brother. I was over here doing a brotherly love thing. That's my dad. I ain't got nothing to do with what he got going on. You see, he don't even come to the jail. He stayed out of it. They ain't calling for him. Lamont, you can't even get Monty on the phone no damn more. He minded his business. He stay out of it. You the only dumbass that's all up in this case to the point where you had to be subpoenaed for evidence. And I'm surprised your sister wife wasn't subpoenaed for evidence. But anyway, Erica King did not have it easy. Okay. And that's one of the things I'm gonna tell y'all one now. It's two things I wanted to tell you about the sister wife. So Infamous Scammer did a whole live. It's in her membership now. Okay. I've seen it already. I've seen it before she put it in her $500 membership tier. All right. And Sonia's going off about Erica King. Okay. Talking about Shirley Strawberry introduced Nesto to Erica King. And that Shirley knew her first. And well, from the calls, because if you listen to the calls, this is what she's saying. If you listen to the calls, because Shirley knew Erica first, and she introduced him to Nesto. And yeah, Nesto, they was probably smashing. Nesto and Erica was probably smashing. I mean, I don't care. I don't know. This is the person that Nesto chose to have him advise him on his cases. Okay. Well, Shirley said she don't know her, but if you listen to the calls, Bonehead, listen, Erica King did not have it easy, okay? You don't know what this woman endured in jail, but we know because we read her letter to the court pleading with them to please get her out of there because she didn't have a bed to sleep on. She was sleeping on a concrete floor in a 4x8 cell that was designed for 4 people, and yet there was 8 of them squeezed up in there. She don't even have a blanket, okay? Sleeping on a cold floor. And I'm not saying that she didn't put herself there. I'm just trying to help Skeletor over here understand, okay? Then if that wasn't bad enough, that she's sleeping on a cold floor, no mattress, no blanket, no pillow, okay? Her arm, that was her pillow. But the toilet would overflow with feces and urine that would flood the cell while she's laying on the floor. Can you imagine waking up face first in dookie water, turds floating everywhere, yellow brown water, and carrying on? And this wasn't a one-time thing. It would happen almost every single night. And if that wasn't bad enough, one of her bunkmates was nuts and decided that Erica King was too pretty and she was going to use her as her punching bag because she was frustrated. This woman jumped from the top bunk down on top of Erica, grabbed her by her head and was banging her head against the floor, bust her all up inside her face and everything. And this woman is sick. Allegedly, she has sickle cell or some other health conditions. She wasn't getting her medication. She blew up 2-3 size, times her normal size. She was going to die in there. Okay. And not because she was serving her time. So if you think that's having it easy, well, we already know something wrong with you. Anyway, let me take a break and check on your comments. Just me said, and Nesto is still talking to the woman who stabbed him in the back, side hand Sonia. Yep. Nesto by the tree. You don't want to be laid to rest in the green waters? Brooklyn Queen, you know what? You know what? I think once Nesto goes to trial and we find out how many charges or how many counts he's found guilty on, because it's not about the charges, it goes by counts. Okay, he got over 40 at this point. So when we find out how many counts he's found guilty on, we'll kind of get an estimate of how much time he's doing. I think we should all send Nesto a letter. I think we should just flood Cobb County with some mail before he gets moved to whatever prison he gonna rot in. Okay. Nesto knows he's done. Cooking slow in the crock pot. Yes, he cried like a baby. What's going on? King Jerome has entered the chat. How you doing, my king? He said, love, sis, love. Wings and mumble sauce said, enters St. Peter. Nesto Job has left the building. Bye-bye. Oh, Lord have mercy. What's going on? K-Stable's in the building. Ebony Woods has entered the building. Okay. Just looking said, Sonia, she on coke like a cola. Oh my goodness. WD, that picture you keep showing of skeleton side hand is crazy. She looked like a crackhead. This is why Nesto says that she's fighting for her health. But I don't know what kind of fight for her health she's in, because this just looks like straight neglect to me. Okay. She ain't even getting no pedicures anymore. Okay. I just realized that she's barefoot in this photo, and I wish I could make it bigger, because baby, them toes is looking, them toes is looking like mushrooms. Girl, you got mushrooms growing on your feet. I was going to say that Shirley said she didn't know Erica, and I believed her. After seeing her in that mugshot photo on the news, she may not have recognized her. What I can tell you, hold on one second, y'all. Sorry. What I can tell you is that there was a photo that was on Facebook. I believe it's a Facebook photo. I believe it was Facebook. No, maybe it was Instagram. It was Nesto's Instagram, and it was a picture of Shirley and Nesto and several other people, and it was in this particular picture. I have to see if I still have it, but in this particular picture, Nesto put, like, you know how you acknowledge people, so you put, at Miss Shirley, at Cotton Candy, at whatever. So there was an at Queen of the South, meaning that Erica was in the photo. Okay. Now I scanned the photo. There was a woman that looked like Erica King, but looking at her pictures, I don't think that was her. It was said that Erica King took the photo. Shirley Strawberry was there. So Shirley Strawberry came in contact with Erica King at some point, right? But she may not have really processed who she was. You ever been somewhere and it's a bunch of people there and you get introduced, but who's remembering everybody's name at the table? It was a dinner. But like you said, like Kia said, if you look at what Erica King looked like before and what she looked like after she was in jail, and I mean, after she was arrested, her mugshot, I mean, her face is all big and swollen. I mean, she didn't look like the same person, like at all. Okay. Dana Holland said, dude, dude is all up in his feeling. He knows he's over. Dana, he's over. For sure, he's over. He is trying his hardest to be a victim. Nesto said it's common sense. It sure is common sense. He talked about a paper trail. Kia said, WD, leave that lady's toes alone. I can okay, all right. I'll behave. I don't want to get sent to the principal's office. I'll behave. But Galatians says she got some big ass feet. Okay. Them foots is real big. Okay. For her to be so small, she got some big foots. I'm just the ultimate learning experience said, how could Shirley have introduced Erica to Nesto if he has claimed that they've known each other for 20 plus years? Thank you. I was waiting for somebody to say it. Thank you. Okay. Somebody is paying attention. All right. Sorry, y'all. My hair, I don't know. My skin is irritated over here. It's probably because I had hair dye all over my face before I washed it off. When I was coloring my hair, that dye was everywhere. My skin is sensitive. But anyway, yes. He said they knew each other for 20 years. He didn't even know Shirley for 20 years. So how she, you know what? Once again, that's the person. That's the woman he chose. Okay, no pun. That's the woman he chose, not this one. The woman he chose to help lead his case. The woman he said, he told the lawyer, you work for me, not her. You work for me. You don't work for her. Okay. And the side chick is like, yeah. Because you don't talk to the wife. You talk to me or him. What's going on? All right, let's get back to it. Let's find out the rest of his pity party. Let me move Skeletor out the way for a second. All right. So she never answered his question. Okay. He asked her at 8:46 p.m. on September 4th. He asked her, when was the decision made? She responds at, oh wow, she didn't respond to the next day. She responded at 1:00 in the morning. Girl, she responds back to Nesto at 1:00 a.m. It's already lights out at jail, talking about, I love you. You won't need the spot. No defendant has easy unless you're used to convict a co-defendant. Oh, so now Erica King is Nesto's co-defendant? But I thought he didn't do nothing. I thought she was the mastermind. So now she's the co-defendant. Well, if she's the co-defendant and she did it, then he did it. I mean, right? The devil is here. Listen, that's the smartest thing Sonia done said. Okay. It's 1:00 in the morning. I don't know who she was meeting up at 1:00 in the morning when she said the devil is here, but the devil be going to visit Nesto at least once a week to go pray. Okay. No Christian forgets to bring their Bible when they're going to pray for somebody. No Christian is praying for somebody and they can't even get the prayer out. Tongue locking up and everything. The Holy Spirit said, I'm tired of you. Okay. I'm sick of you. You just gonna be quiet. You just gonna mumble your way through. Can't think of one scripture. Anyway, so Sonia replies back at 1:00 in the morning. And then by 8:00, good morning, love. 12:00 in the afternoon, here comes Nesto. Good morning, my love. Happy Friday. Enjoy your day. I love you. Chin up. Wow. I know Nesto going crazy because he's starting to sound just like Sonia. Then at 1:19, he says, is my team coming today? She said, not to my knowledge. Hoover's on vacation till Monday. And then Sonia says, church tomorrow. What? Why? You an atheist. Why are you worried about church? Okay. And I was going to say, who go to church on Saturday? But I forgot. There are a number of denominations that do worship on Saturday. Their worship day is Saturday and they Sabbath on Sunday. There's nothing wrong with that. So then he replies back 30 minutes later, okay, thank you, babe. And then he sends a whole bunch of sad face emojis at 7:52 p.m. on that Friday. Okay. Because I guess it's really starting to hit him about what's going on. So that is Nesto's reaction to finding out that he's screwed up the butt with no grease. All right. Let me tell y'all what I was going to tell you about. And then we're going to move to the next set of text messages. Sonia was over here. Skeletor. Okay, this our favorite side chick. She was over here complaining and whining about all the bloggers and about how, we ain't really making money and all this other kind of stuff. Here's my question, and y'all tell me what y'all think, okay? Because I have my own opinions, but I'm not always right. And sometimes I want to know what y'all think and see if I'm really off, right? Why didn't Sonia stay on her YouTube channel? I know why she scrubbed the channel, why she took all the videos down, because she was doing stuff that she wasn't supposed to do, and she knew that the feds was after her, and Doug or somebody, the private investigator, probably told her, you need to chillax. But after the smoke was cleared, why didn't she go back on her own channel? Why did she have Nesto come on her channel and do an interview and talk about his case and this, that, and the third? She's complaining that she couldn't make any money. I noticed a pattern with Sonia because I was listening to a call earlier today that we're going to do for members only later in the week. It's a short call, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, but it's a good call. It's a good juicy one. It's a funny call. But anyway, she's complaining. And I noticed with Sonia doesn't finish anything she starts. She started the GoFundMe. That didn't work. And I think it got reported and they eventually took it down. She started a YouTube channel. She didn't stick with that long enough. The only way that you're successful on YouTube is through consistency. That's it. Consistency. It's as simple as that. Some people go faster than others. But if you're consistent, that's how it works. Instead of helping her scamming sister wife over here exploit Nesto, okay, and bring in all the subscribers and the dollars and money, because infamous scammer has made a lot of money off of Nesto. I mean, a lot of us have, but I would venture to say that she probably is up there with the most in terms of money made off of Nesto. But why didn't side chick over here have him come on her own platform, do interviews, right, with him? When he calls her on the phone, why didn't she just put him on speaker and let everybody talk and whatnot? I'm just curious. Does she not know that even if people were following her and they didn't like her, they would come just to be petty? And if they were being petty and they came, who cares, right? They showed up. I'm just curious. I'm very, very curious as to why she did not stick with that. Because think about what her sister wife is doing right now. I saw that video and it was not worth $5. Okay. It really, really wasn't. I promise you guys missed nothing. Because if you missed something, I would have told you. Didn't miss a thing. But she has it in a $500 tier. Now, there may be some people out there who $4.99 ain't nothing to them. They might want to pay it. But Boneytail over here could have been doing that on her own channel. Okay. And maybe had she stuck with it, she might have earned a check. Because I don't think Sonia made 2 red cents off of YouTube. But anyway, let me check your comments and see what y'all talking about. And then we're going to get into the next set of text messages. Let me see what I missed. So Mad About Music said, Erica went to church with Nesto and his ex-wife, Carol. That's right. I forgot about that. That's right. That's how she met Nesto, I believe. I believe she met Nesto at church. And then hooked up with him to commit crimes. Just look and said, child. Compound YouTube said, I'm late, but hey, chatting mods, what's going on, Queen? Ebony Wood said, that's why he's sitting there with a broke hand and a public defender. The devil is here, says the atheist. Ooh. Church means IS is visiting. Okay. Now let's explore that for a second. Let's explore that for just a second. She says, gotta find it. So she says earlier at 1:00 in the morning, chin up, the devil is here. I don't know if she was trying to play off of the devil is always busy. She's an atheist. She's not a church person. So, so the devil is here. And then on 9/5 at 1:30 in the afternoon, she says church tomorrow. So someone is saying that means that either Sylvia is going to go visit him. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's what that means, that Sylvia is coming to visit. Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to we're gonna take it back to August 1st. All right. August 1st. Now I'm gonna go through this a little bit faster. All right. So there will be some commentary, but I want to be able to. This is only 18 pages, so I believe we can get through it in a reasonable amount of time because I done showed y'all about 2, 3, 4 times, but I'm about to put these bad boys in the oven and heat them up, and I'm about to tear me up some colossal shrimp, baby. All right, so let's go. Let's go. And once again, for those of you who are just coming into the room, the banner on the bottom is directing you toward a link in the chat. Any super chats or super stickers or memberships that you might want to purchase or gift, I'm going to ask that you instead divert that to my son's football team's fundraiser. The president, he's the quarterback on the team. And he reached out to me earlier today to let me know that they are raising funds for the new equipment that they need, uniforms and all of that. So the link to that fundraiser is pinned in the chat. Okay. Any amount is greatly appreciated. I don't care if it's 50 cents, it all adds up. And so if you are able to, if you have it in your heart to contribute, I'd rather you take anything that you would have given to me and put it towards my son's fundraiser. I greatly appreciate all of you and I thank you in advance. And those of you who gave, may your gift return back to you tenfold. Those of you who don't have it to give monetarily, but you have it in your heart to give, just give the video a like and that's good enough for me. And I pray that the Lord will increase your finances so that you will be able to spend your money how you want to, when you want to. All right. Compound said, Sonia Heathen Tail don't know where folks go to church. Fake Bible lady coming to visit. She need to stop visiting Nesto because it ain't helping. It's not helping. Nesto, Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame said, I worship on the 7th day Sabbath. All right now. The key word though is I worship. I'm just gonna stop right there. That's good enough. Because she ain't never finished nothing in her life. What's going on? New chapter is in the building, and just listening said, "Oh yeah, that means Sylvia's coming." Because she don't want to say Bible lady anymore because we know that they call her the Bible lady. Okay, I call her a lot of things. Okay, infamous scammer, fake Christian. Yeah, sure do. And on that note, before I get into this, let me do something real quick. Let me do something real quick. Only because it was funny, or at least I thought it was funny. But anyway, do something real quick. So I put up a post earlier today. I put up a few things, but anyway, I'm gonna read this to y'all real quick. Here's how you can spot a fake Christian. Hold on a second. Here's how you can spot a fake Christian. Y'all ready? They always talking about how good God is and how God don't play about them, but they always broke. Constantly begging people for money to help with their bills. But the Bible says God shall supply all of our needs. They claim that God told them to go to Cobb County Jail every week to pray for a career criminal, a recidivist, and convicted felon currently back in jail with 4 new indictments and over 40 charges, including a RICO for financial fraud, bigamy, identity fraud, theft by deception, rape, trafficking, aggravated sodomy, aggravated sexual assault. Meanwhile, instead of praying, they conducted interviews to get content for their YouTube channel. How do you only remember halfway through the visit you're supposed to be praying, but claim that God sent you? And if God sent you, how is it that he didn't put a scripture in your spirit and some gas money in your pocket? So they forget their Bible and they're over there fumbling to remember even one scripture. And then the audio goes out so the inmate can't even hear the prayer. And every time they pray, this inmate's case or cases take a turn for the worse. Another charge, another indictment, another case, motions denied. Did I mention that this Christian lady became BFFs with the inmate's side chick? The inmate was married, by the way, to a prominent person while he was still married to his first and second wives. But this good old Christian lady said the side chick was a blessing from God. Meanwhile, his unsuspecting wife was driven into homelessness, paying this man's lawyer fees. And every time he caught a new case, he needed a new lawyer because it was a different classification of crimes, shaking my damn head. Did I mention that the good Christian lady was stalking the wife for content too? The inmate has never repented and treats God like quid pro quo. Okay, pro quo. Now, this man has zero chance of getting out of jail. He will likely die in prison. His defense attorney played the little joker, but the prosecution had the big joker and every other spade in the deck. You see what happens when you play with God? This is why you cannot let everyone or just anyone pray for you, because they might be praying on you. When asked why her prayers seemed to dig the inmate deeper and deeper into a hole, she replied, "Just wait. God will turn it around." P.S. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. You will know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Even so, every tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. Matthew 7:15 through 17. Yeah, some food for thought, because I was feeling petty. Anyway. Ebony Wood said, "Damn, I just zoomed in on those feet, not the feet, child. Because look, Kia told me to leave her feet alone. She said, leave Skeletor's feet alone." And I told her that I would. What's going on? Make It Rain is in the building. Make It Rain said, "Look, I'm not paying anything to her channel. Okay." Sonya was too busy scamming because Nesto wasn't even aware that she was recording him. He sure wasn't. And Compound said, "Real talk. Sonya isn't strong enough to take the heat from the chat. Making money or not, she ain't tough Tony for real." You got that right. You damn sure got that right. What's going on, Lisa? She said, "Dang, I'm late." It's all good. That's what the replay is for. You'll be fine. You will be fine. Yep, I got you. I got you, Nestor Shaka Walker Shane. Repeat your son's fundraiser. Okay, if you go in the chat, it's actually pinned to the top. There's a link right at the top. All right, you can click on that link. It's app.launch fundraiser. Oh no, it's a long link, so I can't even. Let me not even try to do that. It's a long link. But if you go into the live chat, okay, not the comment section, but the actual live chat. All right. And what I'll do is, let me see if I can. Yeah, I will put it in the actual chat itself again as well. Okay. So it's coming. All right. There you go. Kimmy, who was in the building, she said, "If Nesto had any brains, he would realize you can't just let anybody pray for you. You sure can't." All right. Anybody who could not find the link at the top of the chat, I just put it back in the chat. And again, thank you guys in advance. All right. Look here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. All righty. Because I want us to be, I want this live to be under 2 hours. So let's get to it. All righty. So April, I don't know why I keep saying April. Is something like special gonna happen in April to me or something like that? All right, let's get going. August 1st at 7:26 a.m. Sonia says to Nesto, "Oh my God, so true. My circle is small, and yes, more male friends than females. I've always bonded to the mentality of guys more. Love how they think and move. Plus, it's great insight on how to keep your man." Laugh out loud. "These days are moving fast. They are planning our 40-year graduation. Damn, that time's gone by. Keep your spirits up and faith strong. The whole truth is everything. Love you forever." Sonia, girl, let me just help you out. And you know I'm being serious because I called you by your government name. The reason why you get along with males better, because men will always make a woman a friend, okay? Especially if they think they can get some. Women don't want to be around Sonia. Sonia is annoying, okay? I will never forget, Sonia went live at a party that she was at, and there were women everywhere, all over the place. There were also a lot of men, and nobody spoke to her. Nobody acknowledged her. It was like she was invisible. I was low-key embarrassed for her. Like, secondhand embarrassment is like real. I was embarrassed for her. So she gets along with men because, she's one of those. She's one of those type of women, right? You don't have any female friends, like, at all. Don't get me wrong, I get along better with men too, but I also have female friends. But I don't think Sonia really understood why those men are hanging around her. Okay, but the women, they're like, hell no, especially because she don't have a problem being with married men. No. All right, let's keep going. So Nesto responds back, good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Happy Friday. Yes, I've written 2 books ready to be exposed. One is called Fire and Desire. The Woman in the Red Bottom Shoes. Sorry. Nesto said he wrote 2 books. One is called Fire and Desire, The Woman in the Red Bottom Shoes. All right. The other one is called The Heartbeat of a Man. 1159 reasons why the truth will set you free in any relationship with a woman. Nesto, that's too long of a title, man. That's too long, bro. Your title is too long, sir. He said, Fire and Desire, The Woman in the Red Bottom Shoes. And the other book is called The Heartbeat of a Man. 1159 reasons why the truth will set you free in any relationship with a woman. You have a wonderful spiritual day. Let God, little g, continue talking. That's your gift with a high volume talking with facts. If Nesto still feels that that's her gift, or if he just want her to stop talking. Nesto, that girl's mouth was your downfall. I'm just saying. Okay. So Nesto sends another message to her. Same day. He says, Nesto was in a talkative mood because 11 minutes later, he says, I would like for you to forward this to the Bible lady whenever she feels the world is against her with the mission God, little g, has for her. Oh, she's on a mission for God with a little g. She sure is. The mission is Nesto takedown. That's the mission. Anyway, because this is some of the things I have to say to myself when the hellhounds are moving around, fumbling and stumbling and whispering negative thoughts, throwing you off your tracks. So I have to yell out loud these words to keep me balanced in my mind. Out of here. It's the same way on the streets. When you shut everything off and get in a space where you can talk to God, little g, and then you can get on with the day, with your day, because humans come with drama every day. Son, be embarrassed to say God, little g's name when you just in pain. Say it with joy. Yo, Nesto over here preaching a whole sermon. Okay, so let me put my preacher voice on. Okay, let me try this again. He said, so I have to yell out loud these words to keep me balanced in my mind. Out of here. It's the same way on the streets when you shut everything off and get in a space where you can talk to God, little g, and then you can get on with your day because humans come with drama every day. Son, be embarrassed to say God, little g's name. Not when you're just in pain. Say it with joy. The weapon may be foreign, but it won't. I tried. Nesto sound like Medea. All right. I know some of y'all really ain't feeling Tyler Perry, but y'all know who Mud to the Damn D is, right? Medea. Listen, just go on YouTube and find any clip. Let me see. When she be trying to say scripture and she be getting it wrong. Okay. He said, oh my gosh, this man said, wait. He said, the weapon may be foreign, but it won't prosper. When the darkness falls, it won't prevail. Because the God, little g, I serve knows only how to triumph. My God will never fail. I'm going to see a victory. I'm going to see a victory. For the battle belongs to the Lord. There's power in Lord with a lowercase L. There's power in the mighty name of Jesus. Every war he wages, he will win. I'm not backing down from any giant because I know how this story ends. Do you, though? Do you really know how it ends? Nesto said, I know this story ends. I'm going to see a victory. I'm going to see a victory, for the battle belongs to the Lord, little L. I'm going to worship my way through the battle. You take what the enemy meant to evil and you I can't. Was Nesto preaching because the Bible lady forgot her Bible? Was he preaching because she couldn't remember the scripture? Nesto said, you take what the enemy meant to evil and you turn it around and you turn it for good. That's what he said. And you take what the enemy meant to evil and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. I'm going to see a victory. I'm going to see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. You take what the enemy meant for evil and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. You're turning it around. Nesto said, it's turning around for me. It's turning around for me. It won't always be like this because it's turning around for me. Nesto, do you understand that you are the evil that God got to turn around for good? Do you understand this? My. Hold on a second. Queen, thank you so much. Make It Rain said, I could not support your son on my phone, but here's to the young king. Thank you so very much, Queen. I appreciate you. When it comes through YouTube, I will make sure he gets it. Thank you so much. May your gift return back to you tenfold. Oh, my Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Nesto is over here giving a whole sermon. Nesto's handy girl said he's gonna be a broke pastor because he's an idiot who can't con properly. Why can't he preach on the jail calls? Listen, I would tune in for that. I want to hear Nesto. I want to hear Nesto. Kia said, "Oh, I got it. I thought Nesto was calling someone little G. You're telling me that he's using God spelled using a G. Time for me to go to sleep." Nesto, Shiho said you are that evil, okay? And you is, okay? And you is. You are the evil that's being turned around. That's why, listen to what he said. He said the weapon may be foreign, but it's not going to prosper. Okay, that ain't exactly what the scripture says. Okay, sir, Mr. Williams, the Bible says that the weapon may be formed, but it won't prosper. Okay, no weapon formed against you will prosper. So that's what God is doing for the victims. You ain't a victim. You are the person who victimized a whole lot of people. So God said to the victims, no weapon that's formed against you will prosper. Okay? No weapon that is formed against you. Nesto said the weapon may be foreign. Boo boo, we need to get you a new Bible because the one you got ain't working. Or he just illiterate. So, right, the weapon may be foreign, but it won't prosper. Nesto, the weapon may be foreign. We got you know what? I can't. Let me move on. Yes, the Lord is turning it around, but it may not be turning around in your favor, Nesto. That's why you asking for justice for the unjust. You were unjust. Okay, so Nesto continues on. Let the Bible know, he said, let Bible lady know as well that this is something that needs to discussed. He meant be discussed. This is something that needs to be discussed in our community, which is record expungement. Lord, not this man preaching about record expungement. Nesto, you a day late and a dollar short, bro. Now you want to talk about expunging records? Now you want to talk about expunging records. Your wife told you that you needed to get this taken care of because that's what she said. She said you need to get this taken care of. That's what she said. You need to get this taken care of. Okay? That's what she said. Now you worried about getting records expunged. It's too late. Make It Rain said, young king is worth it. Let him know. I certainly will. Thank you so much, Queen. I appreciate you once again. And may your gift return back to you tenfold. Thank you so much, my queen. Right. Shiho said, well, he don't talk about he does not talk about Job anymore. No, he talking about foreign weapons, okay? Like foreign, like a car, okay? Jam said, my God, on today. All right? Miss Clark said, we need to hear a word. Huh? We need to hear a huh in your sermon. You need a huh? Okay, let me give it to you with a huh. Okay, let the Bible lady know this as well, that this is something that needs to be discussed in our community, which is record expungement. Because I got a book called Record Expungement in Georgia by Yolanda Brown. This is a powerful book because the state used my past against me to build a case against me, even though I am an innocent man and I haven't had any violent charges in 30 years. What people don't know is that they have been arrested on a 7 deadly sins and the charges were dropped. It's still on your record. And that forms a prejudiced opinion. When the police run your tag or your driver's license, it doesn't matter how much you try to improve your life because they got it to where your past can haunt you down if you're not educated. I meant educated because watch this. We all know that once I said once you hit the streets, no one takes the time to educate themselves on these kinds of dilemmas to set them back in a major way. I would have never been targeted from the beginning because somebody say information was out there, but I never took the time to look in it as deep and put it into my portfolio. And I want everybody to learn from my mistakes. Turn to your neighbor and say mistakes, what to do and not to do. I need me a talk back church. Take control of your life fully and not partially. Exercise your rights with abundance as God. And I'm saying with a little G. Because my little God has been showing up and showing out to show you where you're going wrong. I said to show you where you're going wrong. Let me stop, y'all. Y'all all ready? Wait a minute, because I ain't finished. What inspired me to write these books, and I'm almost done, and I'm going to take my seat, is all the trials and tribulations and looking back at all my notes, what I've been through in here and meeting other high profile men and going back analyzing my past and seeing how I can put it on paper to help those who are looking for answers in their life. A young man gave me this book called Book to a Movie by James Overturn. I took heed. First, I threw it on the bunk. I said, yeah, right. Ain't nobody going to listen to what I got to say. After going through all the trauma in the courtroom, listening to all the negativity, and it seemed like no one was listening to my innocence. But it just wasn't in God's timing. Oh, he finally remembered God with the big G when he got to timing. He had something greater for me. Freedom is coming. The title of my third book, 5 series, Nasty Dealer. That's what this world is all about. They sit up and have those kids starving in Gaza, but they lie and say they eating. One thing I like that your boy said, can't fake that. God have mercy on us. All because the devil is alive. God finna show up and show out with abundance in Jesus' name. St. Peter is on the way. I got a few spots on my horn, but we'll be ready in 10 days. Hellhounds, look out. I said, hellhounds. I said, look out. Ernest is something else. Okay. This man is over here in his cell preaching. Okay. She-Ho said, can the church say amen? Miss Gigi said, preach, daughter. Shout, preach on, preacher. I said I need me a talk back church. If we was in church, I would say, hellhounds, look out. He said he gonna be ready in 10 days. What did Nesto think was gonna happen in 10 days? Kids said I want to laugh, but I feel like I'm in church for real. Preach, Nestos. Ebony Wood says she hopping on one foot. You need a solution too, said I need a few. Amen, Pastor. We are having church. Look, a few people couldn't take it. They said, I'll be right back. Mama Wisdom, I hope you aren't watching. Oh, she in here. She in the bushes. Anyway, did y'all hear what Nesto said? Nesto said that the title, he is writing a 5-book series, y'all. All right. So the title of the first book is Fire and Desire, the Woman in the Red Bottom Shoes. All right. Then he gonna write a book called The Heartbeat of a Man, 1159 Reasons Why the Truth Will Set You Free in Any Relationship with a Woman. But now he writing his third book called Freedom, I Can't Lose. No, it ain't that one. He's writing a third book called Freedom is Coming. That's the title of his third book. Nesto out here talking about he experienced trauma in the courtroom with everybody saying the negative, nasty things. Oh, you mean telling the truth that your side chick keep crying about? Nah, for real. Nesto said what happened was he's an innocent man. He hasn't had any violent charges in 30 years. So you don't think grape is a violent charge? Or are you trying to say it's been 30 years since your last violent charge? Because I think, aggravated Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay. I read a document that said Nesto took one of them nasty toys. Okay. Turned this little girl around. Okay. Bent this child over, and y'all can figure out the rest with the nasty toys. Okay. That hole is meant for stuff to come out, not the other way around. I'm just saying. Okay. Nesto said he was going to make it fit. And he over here crying because he said he hasn't had any violent charges in 30 years. Well, the fact that you got violent charges now and you've had violent charges in the past, you're a recidivist. Okay. Nesto don't think it's a big deal that he took money and cars and belongings and equipment and stuff from all these people, that he stole people's livelihood. Okay. And he crying about the 7 deadly sins. And that basically when they run your tag and your driver's license, it don't matter how much you prove that it don't matter how much you improve your life. But sir, you have not improved your life. You haven't. You have not improved your life. So what are you asking God for? Okay. Because little G God can't help you with nothing. Okay. What are you asking God for? Now you talking about you want to help out some young men in jail if you don't get your life. You are where you are because that was the only thing that was going to stop you from continuing to do what you're doing. But Sonia Luther King chimed in. She said, I feel you have to speak on your truth in court, or it's a one-sided conversation. Diddy should have. All the lies told is crazy. No one plays fair. Let me just compose myself for a second. So you seen the whole video that everybody else saw, okay? Because everybody saw the video of Diddy beat the hell out of Cassie Ventura, drag her across the floor, punch her with a closed fist, and all of that. Okay, drag her by her hair, and it's all lies. That video didn't lie. Was it AI? Is that what we saying? It wasn't Diddy. It was AI. It wasn't Diddy running around looking crazy in a towel. Who beats their girlfriend down like that in a damn towel? Anyway, Nesto hits back with the sad face. I love you. She says, I love you more. All right. So now it's August 2nd. Nesto feeling good. Good morning, my love. Freedom is coming. God's will. I'm missing you like crazy. Nesto was very optimistic. Sonia says, good morning. Long day. Got the back chopped off. Bob. Do not like the look? Ugh. It either cut all or ponytail. Hair is a whole nother issue. Great day though. Okay. So what jail visit was she talking about her hair? That might have been the one that we covered last night. That might have been the one that we covered last night. Okay, when she was talking about her hair. Who gets their hair chopped off in the back? Like, are you doing the reverse mullet? Like, what does that mean? I got my hair chopped off in the back. I think let me see. Let me see if I can find this real quick. I think it was the one that we looked at last night. I think it was. I think it was. I'm gonna look for it real quick because Sonia looked a mess. She really, really did. She really looked a mess. Let me see if this one, if this is it. This might be it. Let me go to the video part. Hold on. See if this is the one. It might have been one of the last videos. Yeah, here we go. All right. I'm going to mute it because I'm obviously giving commentary and I'm talking. So this is the live that we did last night. Hang on a second. So y'all see something? Do y'all see Sonia? Hold on a second. Let me make sure y'all see Sonia. Make sure I got everything out of the way. Oh my God, why is my mouth open like that? Girl, close your mouth. I was lit last night, y'all. I was definitely lit last night. But anyway, let me get to where she comes back on screen. Okay, so here she is back on screen. All right. I'm actually going to put this in slow motion. I'm going to put it at 75 times the speed. I'll put it at 50 times the speed. Because I want y'all to see. Hold on. So she won't show the top of her head. Okay. She won't show the top of her head. Okay. But there she go. She's over here complaining. Okay. Her hair is very short. Her hair is very short. All right. So let me put it at normal speed because I'm over here running my mouth. She was at the gym. She was at the gym. She was at the gym. And yeah, she ain't. Now here's the top. Her head is at the top of the screen. Sonia looks bald. She looks like nearly bald. So it's going to be interesting to see what she looks like now. So here is where she's complaining about her hair. She said, she said, I got the back chopped off, Bob. Don't like the look. Ugh. It either cut all or ponytail. Hair is another issue. Girl, you might as well just shave your head and just be done with it. Okay. So now she literally has no hairline. Her hairline is not even anywhere in this frame. Okay. Now I'm somebody, I got a big forehead. Okay. But you can see where my hairline starts, doggone it. Her hairline is nowhere to be seen in this frame, but you can see her ponytail in the back. And she very rarely turns her head to the side. Let's see if she does it. She does, but you can't really see it. Yeah. Somebody's calling me, but I'm not sure what they're calling about. So I'll just have to take that call later. But anyway. So Sonia cut her hair off in the back. Nesto said, no more ponytails, please. Okay, he's pleading. No more ponytails, please. Hold on a second. Let me just double check the chat and make sure that all is well. Okay. She said, WD, she is built for this. Compound said, I'm not going to say nothing else about this lady's lack of hair because I don't want little G coming for mine. He won't. Little G can't do nothing. He won't. Okay. I don't know what Sonia is doing with her hair, but honestly, Sonia said for the past 2 years that ponytails grow your hair. And for the past 2 years, I've been trying to help her sister out and telling her that ponytails do not grow your hair. And stretching your hair up into a ponytail like that, your hair is going to break off. Then she attempted to color her own hair. Who is she trying to be like? I have been coloring my own hair with permanent professional level dye since 2014. 2014. Okay. I ain't just wake up one day and decide, you know what, I'm just going to try to color my own hair with permanent dye and chemicals. And my hair is not processed. I don't know about Sonia. She got a different hair texture. You know, she has, you know, according to Sonia, she's Caucasian. She has Caucasian in her. She got very soft hair. Okay. Not good for ponytails and pulling it up. We've been trying to help her. Yeah, we've been clowning, but we've been trying to help her out. One time she dyed her hair, dyed it the wrong color. She tried to dye it some kind of red and it came out orange. Once again, girl, who you trying to be like? Okay. I'm just saying. Who got red hair out here that you trying to be like? That didn't work. Okay. She had a blonde streak over here. It was all different colors. It was a mess. Then she used the Beijing in her hair. And I told y'all, I think she lost part of her hairline because she probably left the dye in too long. And when she went to wash it, her hair fell out. Okay. Or she might have bleached it and put the color over it and used too much bleach. Who the hell knows? But Island Beauty Queen, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you so much for the super sticker. May your gift return back to you tenfold. She said, you are awesome. It's for the young king. Thank you so very much. I will let him know. He should be just coming home from football practice any minute. Or, well, he should be home by now. But anyway, so Shiho says she has stapled her hair. She has attached cheap hair pieces. Sonia is not taking care of herself. Okay. Hear me, Raw 74 said, I have 4C hair. Pulling my hair back into a bun after day was not good for me. It's not. I told y'all earlier, I don't have my locks twisted anymore because it was thinning my hair out, right? The twisting. You got to take care of your hair, okay? And Sonia has not been doing that. She has not been taking her hair or her health, and that's why she looks like this, okay? That's why she looks like this. She has not been taking care of her hair or her health, all right? There you go. Lord have mercy. Of course, I would pause it right there. There you go. I can't. Let's keep moving. Because I just can't. Anyway, Nesto said, no more ponytails, please. Are you listening, Sonia? The man said, no more ponytails, please. You look better with a fly shortcut. You moving into the 60 ball now. I'm telling you, God, with a little G, got an extraordinary blessing coming. Sure do, just not for you. Even though I got an ugly haircut, all uneven, I got because you told me to. I could have let it grow. I could have let it grow out till I got out. But you the one that has to look at me. As for me, can't wait to stand in front of the pulpit and let everyone know about the treasures I discovered with Jesus Christ with forgiveness. Lord have mercy. Nesto, until you repent and stop playing with God. Nesto has not repented. He refuses to repent. Okay? Until you change that plea to guilty and tell it all. Okay? What you did? Your situation ain't going to change. It's just going to keep getting worse. This is the ultimate gift he gave all of us. It doesn't matter if you Krispy Kreme bald head. I'm still rocking with you for the rest of my life because I'm going to finish his sentence for him because ain't nobody else want to rock with me for the rest of my life. Dre gone, Shirley gone, Dion gone. They all gone. Okay. He said, because you are worthy in what you possess. That is loyalty with abundance. Forget about the fact that she don't believe in nothing. Okay. She nothing anymore. Let me know if you want me to video so I can see your bob. Laugh out loud. Nesto said, what time to call? Nesto, you ain't fooling nobody. He want to see her hair so he can clown. I know what that's about. So then Nesto texts her the next day and said, well, that was the next day. He said, what time to call? Okay. He's asking her at 5:30 in the evening, what time to call. Okay. Then he says, good morning. Happy Sunday, 7 days and a wake up. It's going to be extraordinarily positive and electrifying. It's a new week and an extraordinary first Sunday. Freedom is coming, God willing. The sun will be shining brighter than ever. 7 days and a wake up. Enjoy your day, beautiful. What did he think was happened in 7 days? Oh, was he talking about his trial? He must have been talking about the hearing, not the trial. He must have been talking about the hearing which was going to be the final hearing regarding this motion. So Sonia replies, "Good morning, love. Lots to do today. Call around 3. Missing you. Love you." Nesto replies back, "Love you. Have a wonderful day. Night, babe." Oh, so y'all into the night, babe. Good morning, babe. The love you. Thanks. Love you too. Good morning. It's going to be an extraordinary week, leading to St. Peter opening up the floodgates with honor and the truth. Nesto must have just learned about Peter because he just keeps talking about it. Okay. I wonder what he think about St. Peter now. Okay. St. Peter is in heaven. Okay. Well, St. Peter is where St. Peter is going to be until Jesus comes back. I'll say it like that. Okay. That's what St. Peter is. Okay. He said, St. Peter opening up the floodgates with honor and truth. Patience is a virtue. Enjoy your day, and I appreciate everything you have done for me. Our future is brighter than ever. Can you see the light? Enjoy your day with abundance. Nesto, can you see the light? Good morning, love. This is Sonia. I see the light. Enjoy your day as well. Nesto says, good morning, beautiful. God is always on time. I love you. Freedom is coming. God's will. Have a good day. Now, did Bible lady visit him or something and tell him some nonsense? Because she be making people think that she got some kind of special connections with the court. She don't. She really don't. But she be making people think that, though. She be making people think that she got some kind of special connections with the courts. Because he is awfully happy. As if he got some kind of inside information. She says, good morning, my love. I miss you. Try to stay strong. One day closer to the end of this madness. How's your day going, babe? Sonia says, it went well. Went to Taco Tuesday with friends. Girls' day. Fun. Miss you. We're solid. You and I. Always. Oh, you mean you went to Taco Tuesday with your sister wife? Okay. Because Sonia ain't got no friends. Nesto says, that's right. I have a good night, my love. Then here comes Nesto. We on August 6th now. Good morning. Today is hump day. Keeping my thoughts positive and God, little G, first. 4 days and a wake up. It's going to be amazing. The truth of the sound of the trumpet. Gotta stay focused on what God, little G, has for me. He knows I'm a good man and an innocent one on top of that. This man has really convinced himself that he didn't do nothing. He didn't know his wife was coming to his ex-wife, was coming to testify. And her testimony was damning. It was the nail in the coffin. By way of that truck. You have yourself an extraordinary day. No matter what the season is getting ready to change again. Birthday time for yourself. It's amazing how that witness on Diddy's situation flipped around and sent a letter of recommendation after she said he did all that to her. She can never be trusted again. What? He said, it's amazing how that witness on Diddy's situation flipped around and sent the letter of recommendation after she said he did all that to her. She can never be trusted again. People will throw you out to the wolves because of self-greed, but the truth stands strong and is undefeated. I love you with unconditional love. Thank you again for believing in me. Wow. This is what Sonia waited her whole life to hear, Nesto. You just making this girl's day. Okay? I'm not even going to comment on the Gina Hoon situation, okay? Because what is the name of the condition when you have someone who falls in love with their attacker or the person that victimized them? Y'all put it in the chat. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's called. Doggone it. Anyway. And I say it all the time and I can't remember now. What is that condition called? It's something syndrome. Stockholm syndrome. Okay. Stockholm syndrome is real. And to be honest with you, so is greed. This young lady wants in my opinion, wants Diddy. And I said, I want to go talk about it. And here I go talking about it. Wants Diddy to continue paying her rent. So she figured, let me do a good deed and show him that I'm still on his side or whatever. And I forgive him. And I'm going to ask the judge to release him. Well, guess what? She did about as good a job as Nesto's side chick and it didn't work. Let's keep going. Nesto says, Sonia tells Nesto, I know your character. It's been the same since day one. Yeah, I saw that. Sometimes it's the DA that forces a testimony on a witness like a fake police confession. Girl, you better stop right there. Girl, you better stop right there. Oh my God. They are looking at every damn thing y'all are doing. Okay. You call in the police confession, the police witness statement fake? You know what? Let me just move on. They move the same to get the case solved. No part of government can be trusted. See, that's why I asked Ain't in Atlanta. Because I honestly believe if she bring her behind here one more again and she has not been summoned by the court, she's gonna be arrested for talking all like this. How are you gonna say that the judge is in cahoots and everything is rigged? No part of government can be trusted. It was designed for them, not citizens. She did interviews about their relationship before he was arrested. It's not safe dealing with a lot of females like 20 years ago. Laws have changed and added to curve behavior. Flying out for X is trafficking if dude bought the ticket. Girl, you preaching to the minister of trafficking. Okay? That's who you preaching to. Okay? Pastor Pimp Daddy over here. Too involved in people relationships. She said too involved in people's relationships. So you weren't all up in Nesto and his wife's relationship? Talking about, well, I mean, why did the car get taken? Because she makes the money. I mean, like she makes the money to afford what she has. Girl, you don't know what the hell you talking about. You know what Nesto told you. We heard what Shirley said. Okay. I seen the bankruptcy file. Okay. Documents. Okay. I seen the eviction documents. I seen the garnishments. Girl, if you don't sit your bony tail down some damn where. She said, country is not free. We have the most laws, rules. Jail, court, control. Shannon Sharp case as well. These lawyers are equally the issue in some cases. Money, power, control. Love you. Well, why don't you stand up there and represent them then, since you know so damn much? So he says, how's your day going, babe? She says, stomach not the best. But the day was good. Miss you, P, usual? Oh, she meant per usual. She meant miss you per usual. Nesto says, I love you. She says, per usual, oops, I love you more. Good morning, my love. Happy times are coming. God willing, freedom is coming. Nesto, just because you keep saying something over and over and over doesn't make it true. Yes, the Bible does say that you will have what you say out of your mouth, but that's according to the will of God, not your will, okay? You can't just manifest stuff unless it's already in the will of God. And apparently it is not in the will of God for you to be free, or else you would have been free, okay? And the sad part is, God is giving this man a chance to repent before he get baptized. Good afternoon, love. Yes, it is. I hope you feel much better today and enjoyed your day as well. As for me, I'm giving all praise to God with a little g. Another day has passed to allow me to be grateful what he has done for me. I'm going to test my horn tomorrow. I'm going to give it a test run, laugh out loud. I hope you sleep well tonight. Keep me in your prayers. I need all I can get to keep those hellhounds at bay. St. Peter is on his way. You asking an atheist to pray for you? I'm gonna leave that one alone. You know what? I'm just gonna let that alone. I'm just gonna let that alone. Oh, Miami is not gonna stop until she's in that jail cell with her married boyfriend. Just damn hard-headed. Facts. Okay. She got special connections, all right, getting locked up and getting caught. He went from Job to St. Peter. You know what? He was doing better. He should have stuck with Job. He was doing better when he stuck with Job. Matter of fact, he was doing better when his wife was in his life. You notice that after Shirley divorced him, everything went damn downhill. I mean, for real, for real. So Sonia says, I think Walmart gave me a bug, but I feel better. Love you. Good morning, beautiful. You make the sunshine worth looking at. Freedom is on the way. My innocence will be restored. My trust in God with a little g is higher than ever. this dark cloud over my head for the past 3 years, and change will be lifted in less than 72 hours with the truth. I hope your happy Friday goes well. I will see you in less than 72 hours to witness God's work. Do I have to do I need to read Matthew 7 again about the false prophets? I mean, I'm not going to, because y'all can roll it back if you want to hear it again. Sonia says, good morning, my love. So true. Check your account. He says, got it. Thank you. Have a good day. Love you. See, if Sonia leaves Nesto, who is going to put money in his commissary? Who's going to put money in his commissary? Anybody else, right? Then he will really have to be doing favors in jail in exchange. But anyway, let's not talk about it. Nesto said that was from a week ago. He said that was from a week ago. I see. Just now, get it. Laugh out loud. Check your account. That was from a week ago. So Sonia is putting her little SSI checks in Nesto's commissary. How sweet. How's your day going, my love? Sonia says, good morning, handsome. This is August 9th, just 2 days before he goes to court. I will let Joe know. Yes. You would think people moved on, but the bloggers lied and made this to be way more than it is. All in the business, laugh out loud. But it's cool. Normal life coming. Yay. Not Popeyes. Laugh out loud. So, I'll come back to what I was going to say. But the bloggers lied. Why ain't you consulting with your sister wife, okay? Because she the biggest one out here running her mouth about Nesto. That's who lied, okay? She made y'all think that y'all could sue. She made y'all think that Nesto was getting out. She made y'all think that everybody out here was so against Nesto. Boo, we looking at the evidence, okay? But the bloggers lied. That means your sister wife lied, okay? Your best friend, okay? The one you be giving tours of your RV of, and she did that because she needed content. Okay, are you that dumb? You gonna keep letting this lady use you? Okay, keep going. All in the business, baby. If that ain't the pot calling the kettle black, come on now. She says normal life coming, yay. Not Popeyes, laugh out loud. That's the worst. You need fried chicken from a one owner spot, not a chain restaurant. Your health is everything. Sonia is lecturing Nesto about his health. Hold on. Just because I'm feeling petty tonight. Okay? She is lecturing Nesto about his health. She says, your health is everything. What people today lack is loyalty. When people go through things, fake loved ones run. You calling his wife fake? Are you calling Shirley Strawberry fake? Yeah, okay. Let me tell you what fake is. Fake is telling Nesto that you're going to open up an RV park with him when all you did was buy an RV and now you on the run. Fake is telling Nesto that you was going to open up an LGBTQ bar and you ain't never do it. Fake is telling Nesto that you own 17 homes when those homes went into foreclosure and you don't own nothing no more. That's fake. Shall I keep going? No, we ain't got time. All right, let's keep going. When people go through things, fake loved ones run. So to see me hold you down is rare, generally speaking. These people don't understand through thick and thin, give the energy given to you. I love you for caring about me when I was new in your life. I don't forget good or bad. And you knew nothing was to gain. Right. Because you ain't had a damn thing. Okay. I was getting ready to cuss. Okay. You ain't had shite. I'll say that. Okay. I'll say it like the Brits do. You didn't have shite. Okay. You didn't have shite to take. Okay. You didn't have nothing to gain. It was a real friendship. Rare. So hold on to those that are rare. It was not easy to see you go through this, but if it's all on me to be there, I'm there. This is what I meant when she said, if Nesto needs somebody to use, let him use me. Never stress the internet lies. 80% IG, Facebook, and YouTube creators lie. And you forgot you was a YouTube creator too because you had a channel. You forgot the Bible lady, okay, who be prophet lying, scamming, conning. Anyway, she says YouTube creators are a lie. It's for clicks and not real information. A soap opera of today. Damn. Now I want fried chicken. Laugh out loud. Well, I'm being better today. Love you forever. I'm glad you spoke to your son. After you done talked all the crap about his family members running and no loyalty, now you're gonna talk about you glad he spoke to his son? Nesto says, good morning. How you doing? Just now getting off this cold hard steel bunk, trying to stay out the way of the riffraff. These last 36 hours, you know, the devil tries to keep you distracted if you fall for it. I'd rather deal with the aches and pains of the steel than miss my extraordinary day coming. I know that I make that fried chicken. I'm sorry. I know that I make that fried chicken sound good, soaked in that butter with the ham floating on top of the collard greens with the jiffy cornbread, old-fashioned Kool-Aid coming out the pack. So you enjoy your day. I saw your car on the Italian Job. That really made me laugh and think about you because I remember when you picked me up and gave me a ride in your Mustang driving all fast like Formula One driver. Laugh out loud. I'm looking forward to prayer call tomorrow so we can test run my horn for St. Peter. He keeps saying his horn. Let me find out Nesto ordered him a shofar up in this place. Okay? Anyway. Sonya said, laugh out loud. I drive slow in the RV. That's what the jet ski is for. Speed. The Audi had to get that up too. Fried chicken with ham, country. I never heard of that combo. What? Girl, you never heard of fried chicken soaked in butter? Collard greens? I don't know about the ham floating on the top, but you know collard greens with the ham hocks in them. Mm-hmm. You ain't never heard of that? Jiffy cornbread, old-fashioned Kool-Aid, church Kool-Aid, you know, with 5-pound bag of sugar per quart of Kool-Aid. Yeah. You ain't never heard of that? She said, I didn't grow up on soul food either. I missed out, except that pork. I had a couple of sips of Pepsi today. My stomach does not allow me to drink soda. I was craving it. It's about living, and it's coming. Simple things hold the most value. I've watched van life people for 6 years, and they have mastered life. Enjoy nature and get away from the poison of society. Big companies push value in things we should go broke trying to own. My first trip on the road was great. I took my time and lived during the journey. It doesn't take 3 years for any case to be tried. I love you. Chin up. He says, thank you for everything. I love you too. Freedom is on the way, God willing. All right, I'm checking on time because we only on page 4. We got 18 pages. We probably going to end up doing a part 2, but I'm going to keep going as long as we can. I'm going to at least get up to when he went to trial. So Sonia says, Nesto says, thank you for everything. I love you. Freedom is on the way, God willing. Sonia says, I know your character. You can't save the world. Stay true to your trusted circle. Oh, you mean you and only you and nothing but you? So help you, atheists? Because you done drove all his people away. Nesto has no support system. You can't save the world. Stay true to your trusted circle. These police lie and everyone after. No one could imagine this situation. But smart people see. Every attorney I spoke with said it was a setup. What attorneys did you speak to, Sonia? What attorneys did you really speak to? Okay? Because she never worked for a criminal attorney. She worked in real estate. I listened to a call today where she was talking about, well, when I worked for that law firm, you know, all I did was pick up checks. You know, I went and I picked up the money. And I worked from home and I just went like, you know, once a month and I was bored. Anyway, celebrity cases, they thrive to make a political name for themselves. And having you sit with a high bond is to get that plea. Trial should have happened in 2023. Girl, it's your fault. His trial didn't happen in 2023. That's your fault. Okay? You did that. You asking Nesto to follow him. We need that. Because don't worry, because the lawyer going to get the bloggers. They going to shut them up. They going after all their channels. All them channels coming down. All them channels coming down. All them channels coming down. But it's funny how all them channels did not come down. And the only one that is down is yourn. See how that work? Anyway. Yeah, Nesto, let's do a motion to gag the media. Because this is a high profile case and it's all over the internet. That was you. That was you. Okay. Then no, let's do a motion to suppress the vehicle evidence because that's the whole case. You let this girl talk you into filing a motion to suppress evidence, which required what? It's been what, over a year? Little over a year that it's been. They've been dealing with this motion to suppress vehicle evidence. It just kept getting pushed back. Remember, Nesto was supposed to go to trial. Wasn't he supposed to go to trial when in for the first time? I have to go back and look. I can't remember. Anyway, let's keep going to what she's talking about. Diddy's case was bigger. Over 30 witnesses, 6 months after his arrest, trial. Not even 1 year after the hotel video release. Erica was freed, zero bond, with all evidence of guilt found in her house. Then given that soft-ass plea. The emails tell it all. I see what you say. The truth is everything. It sure is. Okay? And the truth shall set Nesto free from Cobb County Jail. And then he gonna get moved to prison. Okay? that's how Nesto gonna get set free. I see the game played in politics. This is Sonya Luther King. Everything the Democrats do, say Trump is doing, and the people, wait a minute, everything the Democrats do, they say Trump is doing, and the people believe it even though they don't see it. They hear the words and believe the words. I need proof. Show. Anyone can sell a dream. Girl, you got all the proof that you need that Nesto was guilty, but you just choose to believe what you want to believe. When they go to court and tell the lie, he made them do it. That's the go-to. They have so much dirt on Erica, she will get on the stand and say whatever they want. Quiet immunity. They found more than they charged her, but won't say out loud. So during the trial, it doesn't come to light. She's about self, so it's not too hard. Plus, I was told 2 years ago about her and that you were her victim. But since you tied to a celebrity, it's a bigger spotlight. Ever since OJ, they use these cases to make them a career. Truth and justice is BS. Having a prior hurts, but it's not the be all. They kept having a prior. See, I said I wasn't going to comment too much. I can't help it. Having a, because this girl irks me. She irks my nerve. Having a prior. How about 40 years of priors? This man been committing crimes since the 80s. And 60 ball, okay? He reached 57 and was still committing crimes. Age 56, age 57 didn't stop him. If you don't stop committing crimes and you almost 60, you ain't never gonna stop, okay? You ain't never gonna stop. She said they all kept throwing it up in court, but not one spoke on Erica's 20 plus years criminal history because your boyfriend got 40 years. So what you saying? What you talking about? Her violent arrest with her sister. Not once did they speak on her felony past, prison or current warrants. It's one-sided. Chin up. Truth is everything. I mean, if you were going to encourage the man, that's not very encouraging. All right. She says, remember, they thoroughly investigated. They know she rented that house without your knowledge and consent. That house is the root of everything. None of the rent is why Roswell investigated, but the news story don't match the court statements. One true girl. Do I need to send you pictures of Nesto and Erica sitting up in that damn house that you say he ain't know about? He ain't never been there? What's wrong with you? Okay? If I didn't have to be politically correct, I would call you the R word. Okay? But instead, I'm going to be nice and say that you just slow. Nesto said God is always on time. I remember on May 28th, me and Mr. Patel were sitting next to each other in the same cell waiting to see our attorneys. And I told him I see an innocent man on TV, and he said people were threatened his family because of his charges. Now to see him on TV yesterday with his suit on right next to his attorney, and he stayed humble during his press conference, and he said him, his attorney, and the DA and the victim in the case came to a resolution and dropped the charges. That let me know yet again that God is real and the messages that I'm receiving from you as well. You getting messages from the devil, Nesto, okay? Nesto think that other people's situation apply to him, okay? Favor ain't fair. Your story ain't somebody else's story. He was innocent and the plaintiff lied. The video clearly showed him helping, not trying to snatch that kid. Dude could barely walk. I'm glad he is freed, but that traumatized him. You can't help strangers the way government intended. This is Nesta. Sonia said, I miss you. You see a lot of lost men in there. Is there hope for a better world? Men are the structure needed in the family. We are losing that. Nesto says, you are floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee today. Laugh out loud. Love you too. Oh, really? Well, she wasn't stinging nothing on this day. Okay. She looked like she needed to be stung. Okay. Them legs, baby. I've seen turkey legs. Anyway, let me just continue. Good morning, my love. One day closer. Nesto says, good afternoon. This is August 10th. How you doing? Another extraordinary day, starting this beautiful week off with my innocence and the undisputed truth. I'm already in the mind and spirit. I just need my body to catch up. That's my freedom. Starting off the day with church, praising the Lord. Much deserved. No faking, stumbling, and mumbling. I hope your day will go as beautifully planned. Let me know when it's a good time to see your beautiful smile today. I'm getting all my finishing touches on my trumpet ready. I think Nesto has lost his whole mind. Okay? This man has convinced himself that he is not guilty. There is nothing to repent for. I hear that I'm no longer going tomorrow, but I'm going to keep my faith strong, my head up high, because that's not what St. Peter said. Oh, so St. Peter is talking to Nesto. Nesto, if you think you're going to plead not guilty by reason of insanity, bruh, it ain't going to work. I promise you. None of it is going to work. Okay? Something strange for a little change, Nesto. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mr. Val said, August 9th is my birthday. Mr. Val said, IS will put money on Nesto's books. So, no, she won't. She ain't got no money. Her internet be going in and out because she ain't paid the bill. So she ain't helping him. And Wings and Mumble Sauce said, stop bathing in Walmart bathrooms, okay? Stop bathing in Walmart bathrooms. Stink. Then you wouldn't have a bug, okay? That's why you got sick. Stop taking a bath in the sink at Walmart, okay? Why in the hell would he want her to pray for him? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to be honest with you. I know. The favorite one said, Lord, that percher. Lord, okay? I didn't say it, Kia. Miss Gigi said it. Sloan, you got elephant toes. She said it. I ain't say it this time. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good. Anyway, let's keep going. Where was I? Okay. So Nesto's like, that ain't what St. Peter said. That's what the hellhounds say. I will say some whipped cream for them once victory is handed down with the icing on the cake. I can hear Nesto's laugh while he's writing this. I hope you feel much better the rest of the evening. Prepare yourself to get away from there. You were much energized where you came from. God got perfect timing. By the way, it doesn't matter how many times you are being called sticks and stones, but names don't. I'm going to say it again. I can't worry about what people say about you. I trust you with my life. Nesto, you might want to figure out a plan B, because you got about 2 months before you go to trial. You might want to figure out a plan B. Just saying. I got plenty common sense. I know what's real and what's not. When people get upset when the truth hits them in the back of the head with the guilty conscience, laugh aloud. God is good all the time. Okay. Is this Nesto's defense mechanism? Is he doing this to protect his mind because just to accept the truth means that anyway? Sony said, well, we're not worried about what strangers say. So why are you always complaining about the bloggers? You can't have a valid opinion of someone you do not know. If you don't have haters, you're not winning. I don't read comments or watch the videos, so I have no idea what the jealous females are on. You know, select group of Blacks don't like to see others happy. We will push forward a day closer. She says we're a day closer. Oh, so you Black now? Because I thought you was Caucasian. Okay. And there are some in the chat that would say Black is a color, not a nationality. Okay. But she says she Caucasian. Anyway, she don't know what the jealous females be on. She don't know what's being said because she says she don't watch none of the videos. But she will dictate to Nesto everything everybody said and how they said it. Okay, Sonia. Sonia said, I'm still saying on the calendar, I'm still saying, she meant seeing, I'm still seeing on the calendar you are set for tomorrow. Ernest says, you enjoy your night. St. Peter is on his way. My trumpet is shined up and ready to go to be sounded off with God's grace and mercy. I love you forever. I don't know what scriptures Nesto been doing, but this is what happens when fake Christians be coming to you and doing Bible study. Okay, I'm blaming infamous scammer. Sonia said, trust you, love you, all is well. Good night. Good morning, my love. Today is a lie. Let's stay positive and focused. But she didn't show up. She didn't come. She wasn't there. How's your day going? So how's your day going, baby? It's going good. Miss you. Nesto said, what I learned today, a lie don't care who tell it. He sent this, so this is his day. He was in court. This is 9 o'clock at night. What I learned today is a lie don't care who tell it. That's right. That's right. One thing I've learned in life is people say one thing and do another and will humble themselves to go out there, wait for the broken. It was proven yet again I've done nothing wrong at the end. Want to know something funny? It leveled my emotions when I saw the mediator falling asleep when the other side was talking all over the place. But St. Peter pulled out the trumpet. He was full awake. So whatever outcome is going to be, my place in heaven is... Oh, my goodness. He said, so whatever outcome is going to be, my place in heaven is ready. So don't worry about me. I'm fully focused. Because they were saying I was a liar. But they have professional liars that get paid every day from the bottom to the top. So Nesto, things didn't go your way in court. Is that what you're trying to say? Things didn't go your way? It ain't happened the way you thought it was going to happen? Nesto thinks his place in heaven is ready. He said, whatever happens, my place in heaven. You sound like Donald Trump. Donald Trump over here talking about he need to stop this war so he can go to heaven. You over here saying, well, even if it don't work out the way I expect, my place is in heaven. Why would you say that unless you know for a fact that you're going to die in prison? So Sonia says, but you have to sit there quiet while they tell the lies yet again. The system was designed against the citizens. I watched it, but she lied on legal documents under oath. So what's court? They tried to bring up everything but the facts on July 7, 2022, when they illegally violated the Fourth Amendment that he had no right to because the car was obtained illegally. But she ain't gonna tell that part. No explanation for what happened on July 7th. They just took, just look what we found out 3 years later. Okay? No explanation for what happened on July 7th. Just look what we found out 3 years later. That still would not have mattered. So since they need this as a defense to argue against Roswell did in fact violate your Fourth Amendment, let run with it, lame. Fact is, what was known at the time of the arrest or day of, this case is a it show at best. People out for self. Save yourself. I told you the whole truth. Innocent. Nesto says, so I'll be sitting here to the beginning of next year because it's the election year. And I know I'll be put on pause again because I don't know how long he's going to take to rule on this. But I'll tell you what gave me electrifying energy to keep going. The question was, can you tell what Mr. Williams did wrong? The question was asked several times, and the answer was no, every time. Amazing. Boy, you's a lie. I was in the damn court, and that question was not asked, okay? This has been the same story over and over again. 3 years and a quarter every time I go to court. And the same question that was asked today, and it's always the same answer I've been screaming since day one. I'm an innocent. And today was God's work yet again. Nesto said, they asked, can you tell me what Mr. Williams did wrong? And I can promise you that question was never asked. But that's what Nesto got to tell himself to feel better. So we're going to finish 8:11, which is about halfway, and then we will continue on tomorrow night. All right, hang on a second. So Nesto says, God is good all the time. Tears almost came out my eyes when the truth came out that I didn't violate any marriage certificate applications and limitations. Nesto, what court case were you sitting in? Because I was sitting behind you just a few rows, and I heard everything, and I seen everything. And besides, they were plotting on me the whole time, using the marriage as leverage with her lawyer being an ex-Fulton County employee. I knew it wasn't right. I just couldn't put my finger on it because I looked the laws up on that situation. But today I got confirmation God is good all the time. If people take the time to look up things for themselves instead of what other people tell them, the world will be a better place. Stay on your game, beautiful. I hope your rig is treating you well. He talking about her RV. So we're gonna pause here. We're gonna pause here. What time is it? Yeah, we 2 hours in. We're gonna pause here. And we will pick it up. We'll pick it up on tomorrow. Let me see. Okay, so we got the last text on the 11th. I'll do one more. So Sonia replies to Nesto saying, "This is why they push for your silence. It's easy to paint a picture of someone if they're silent. Stay mute. But they need to lie to win. That's innocent. Every court hearing will be the same. There is no honor in the state. It's about a win. Not if you really broke the law. Our or innocent people would not be in the system. Come to argue what? Come to court to argue apples. They argue oranges. Your team stayed on course. Fourth Amendment violated. And this one is for the books. Silence helps no one but the guilty." Girl, did you just process what you said at all? Silence helps no one but the guilty. And Nesto has been silent this whole time in court. He don't say anything in court. I don't think he's ever spoken in court, other than him mumbling a couple of times, "Mr. Williams, I'm in the courtroom. Yes, I'm here." How do you get the whole picture from half the story? Question everything. I'm questioning Nesto's sanity at this point. Okay, not to the point where he's going to get out of these crimes. But let me just tell you something. Because I know Sonia Luther King, aka Skeletor, silly Sonia, stupid Sonia, whatever you want to call her, is going to listen to this damn live talking about, yeah, you need to plead not guilty by insanity. Just because you plead insanity does not mean that they're going to deem you insane. Sometimes they can deem you as being fully aware that you did something wrong, even though you're currently having a mental break. But at the time that you did this, you knew what you was doing. So I don't think that's going to work. Nesto's going to have to come up with another plan, y'all. So y'all, listen, y'all keep me posted down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think Nesto's next move needs to be. And we're going to return tomorrow night and finish out the rest of these text messages. Okay, we will start straight from August 12th and we will go all the way through September 1st. All right, let me hit the comments, see what I missed, and then we're gonna wrap up Kings and Queens. Sonia was sprung by the dilly Nesto brought from Miss Cleo. Okay, yep. Mr. Val said, "I'm wondering if Sonia and Nesto will be on Love After Lockup after he gets out in 2000 of Never Never." Ooh, child. This is why I think he's losing his mind, talking about St. Peter and that trumpet way too much. Compound said, "No, you trust her to send that $50 every month. Okay, that's what you trust. Protect his mind." This dumb ninja. Heaven for Nesto. Angel here say, "Hey, what's going on, WD and chat? How are you, Queen?" Listen, Wings and Mumble Sauce says St. Peter is gonna slap the mess out of Nesto when they see each other. Like, bro, don't bring me into this. I ain't got nothing to do with it. What's going on, Kiki? Nesto's handy girl said, "What doesn't she comprehend? He was arrested on a warrant on July 7th. What other explanation is needed? She should read the warrant." I'm starting to think she can't read. Okay. Woman he chose said, "Nope, I don't remember anyone reporting on that because it didn't happen. It did not happen. Okay, it did not happen. Okay." Gigi is my timekeeper. She came over here to let me know my time is running out. she gave me a nudge. It was cute. Okay, and she over here like, "Mama, we've been good while you was on the live for 2 hours. You don't you want to hit us up with one of them shrimps?" He didn't say good Shirley or how good Shirley was looking. He didn't. But Nesto was in the court looking. Okay. Because when I tell you Shirley sashayed into that courtroom, baby, mama was floating with her red bottoms. Okay. He can't say anything in court. Speak through your attorney. Facts. Nesto's handy girl said, tell us the other half of the story. Oh, Miami, since you know so damn much, I added that last part at the end. They're going to listen to these jail calls and say, no, sir, no insanity. WD, check out Charleston White crashing out at HBCU. Okay. I definitely will. I definitely will. That might be something we do at the end of the week. Maybe we'll look at that and we'll do that after we finish up with these text messages. Whew, baby, this was a lot. This was a lot. It sure was a lot. All right. Once again, I want to thank Island Beauty. I want to thank Make It Rain and so many of you also who participated. All right. I'm going to I'm going to put up the link one more time in the chat. So this way you'll be able to find it. It'll be one of the last comments on the live. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being on. If you did not hit the like button on the way in, Kings and Queens, make sure you hit the like button on the way out for your girl. And look here, be safe, be at peace, because Nesto ain't got any. And keep your eyes and your ears to these YouTube streets, baby. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, y'all. Nesto say.